Hey everyone, Trina here. Have you ever bought an article of clothing with a one-size-fits-all label and found that it doesn't fit you at all? Now, I think we've all experienced this from time to time, and thankfully the clothing industry has kind of done away with this approach and they've caught on that we all have different size bodies. However, the marketing industry seems to have picked up this ball and fucking run with it. And this is causing huge issues with clients and the audience because everybody's seeing the same freaking message over and over again and nobody's paying attention. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a longer video than I've done so far. And I have notes here so that I can keep on track and keep focused to the points that I want to make. So do bear with me here. And if I did turn this into a blog post, so if you'd rather read it than watch it, go check out the links in the description of the video and you'll get my best tips on how to avoid one-size-fits-all marketing. So I'm going to jump right in. Now, this past week I had not one, but two calls with new prospective clients that were coming to me after having had a one-size-fits-all marketing strategy designed for their business. And they were coming to me because they were frustrated that they weren't getting any results. Now, I'm not talking like a little result. I'm talking none, zero, zip. So they'd invested all this money and time into these strategies and they weren't getting any results. Now, I do understand that the quest for a one-size-fits-all solution is really, really convenient, but it's not ideal, especially when you're marketing your business. And this has become a huge downfall in the industry. Everybody's looking for a quick fix, and as marketers, we want to be able to give it to you as quickly as possible. So this is kind of your fault, guys. This is our fault as small business owners and entrepreneurs, because we all know that having processes and procedures for our duplicatable processes is super easy and convenient and time saving. But when you try to implement a one-size-fits-all marketing strategy into your business, that's easy for you. But you're kind of assuming that your audience is stupid. And that's not the impression that you want to be making. They've seen these methods before. They've seen them so many times, hundreds of thousands of times. Every business is using the same type of marketing. And then people stop listening. And all of a sudden you become lost in a sea of voices vying for the audience's attention. And that's the last thing you want to be doing. That's the last position you want to be in, lost in the sea of other businesses marketing to somebody. Because if you're not standing out, people have no reason to actually buy from you. So you want to be making sure that you have an individualized plan that's custom for your business. Now, one of the new clients that I did sign this week was a victim of this, and it was awful. It was horrible. And that particular instance is the motivation for this video, because I want to teach you guys what to look out for and how to avoid getting caught in a one-size-fits-all marketing strategy. Now, I'm not going to get into too much detail about this particular client because I am going to be using his story as a case study. So I'm going to, at a later date, I'm going to show you everything that was wrong and how I turned it around for him. But in the meantime, I can just give you a brief overview. He had hired a previous marketing expert, and this expert gave him a cut and paste strategy that was totally incorrect for his industry. Now, I did take a look at this other marketer and I dug through his previous client work, and I did discover that he had designed everything exactly the same for all of his clients. And I'm talking like the design was the same, everything, all of his website designs looked the same. All of the follow-up strategies were equally as bad and lacking. And even the freaking voice of the copy was the same. And he had just taken a few key words and swapped them out depending on the client. Now, this has probably been the most blatant disregard for a client's individuality that I have ever seen a marketer try and pull off. And it's awful, like, because it's people like this douchebag that are the reason that people are mistrustful of marketers, because he probably charged this guy a small fortune because everything he's done looks really flashy, but it's complete and total shit. The bottom line here is that the one-size-fits-all strategy does not ever work. It doesn't work for your body, and it doesn't work for your business. Your body is unique, so is your business, and you need a marketing strategy that is going to show that. Trying to cram anything into a one-size-fits-all piece is just going to end up frustrating you and wasting your time. So, how do you, as a small business owner, ensure that you're getting a marketing strategy, especially if you're paying for it? How do you ensure that you're getting a marketing strategy that is unique to your business, even if your marketer is using some cut and paste strategies from other types of businesses? You want to be making sure that you are getting something that is going to work for you, and not some cookie cutter piece of shit that isn't going to do anything for you. So I have some tips here for you, okay? Number one, know your audience. I cannot stress this enough, and it is something that people undervalue so much that it's actually quite surprising. It is the first step of being a successful business and marketing successfully. It's knowing your audience. You need to know who they are, you need to know where they are, and you need to know how they want to be marketed to. If you don't know these things, you're going to have a really hard time getting the correct message in front of them, because you're not going to know where they are, and you're not going to know how they want to be marketed to, because everybody wants to be marketed to differently. So let's say, for an example, your business caters to teenagers and you are spending a small fortune on Facebook ads every month. You're not getting any sales. And I can guarantee that without even looking at your business, because teenagers aren't on Facebook. So marketing there is a waste of your time. You need to know where your audience is. Teenagers are over on Snapchat and Instagram and YouTube. So that should be where your advertising dollars are being spent, not in Facebook. So you want to be avoiding the strategies that are easy for you. You want to be implementing strategies that are right for your audience. And once you know where they are, it's far easier for you to put your message directly in front of them. Number two, pay attention to what's being promised to you if you are hiring somebody to do your marketing for you. There are a variety of different goals and objectives when it comes to marketing, and everybody talks about them a little bit differently. And sometimes marketers get full of themselves and use language that goes way above their clients' knowledge. And I don't know if that's an intentional thing or if it's just a misconnection. But we do use language that sometimes can be confusing and make people not understand fully what we're talking about here. So in the grandest scheme, the grandest sense, marketing comes down to two different types of categories, okay? It's either engagement and visibility or sales and conversions. They are two different things, but you cannot have one without the other. You need both. A business needs both. So you want to make sure that if you're buying visibility and engagement, you're not buying sales and conversions. But visibility and engagement needs to come first. If no one knows your business exists, they can never buy from you. So visibility and engagement should be your first priority. Sales and conversions should be your second. But they do work hand in hand. You cannot run a business without a marketing strategy for each. Number three. Now, hold on for this one, because this one's going to sting a little bit, okay? You need to know that your budget is insufficient. Whatever your budget is, it's not enough. And I get it, okay? I get it. You're just starting out, or maybe you're just breaking even, or even the thought of investing in marketing is scary. I get that. But bargain shopping for marketing services shouldn't be something you ever do, because your marketer is responsible for the visibility of your business. And if you only have a budget of $200, you are never going to be able to make $300,000 or $30,000 in sales every month. You need to have a better budget than that, because $200 a month is never going to get you $30,000 in sales. So as a general rule, Okay, you need to be investing between 10 and 30% of your revenue or your projected revenue into your marketing. And do pay attention to the word that I used there. I didn't say spent, I said investing. Okay, because marketing is an investment in your business. And if it is done correctly, it will net you a return. How much of a return? That's going to depend on how successful your marketing is. But if it's not going to net you a return, is it really worth spending your money on? You really need to be careful with it, okay? If you want to be earning $30,000 every month in revenue, you need to be investing a minimum of $3,000 every month to get that. When you're not taking your marketing seriously, you're doing yourself a huge disservice and you're just going to get frustrated. So do make sure that you're investing in your business properly. Now, I do hear you. $3,000 to invest a month is a lot of money, especially for some of the smaller businesses who aren't even clearing that every month. So what do you do if you only have $200 to invest in your marketing? Or maybe you have less. Maybe you have a little bit more, but not too much more. What do you do if you only have a small amount of money to invest in your business in marketing? Well, the first thing you do is don't give it to a marketer. And yes, I really did say that. As a marketer who gets paid to market businesses, I don't want you to give me your $200 because the bottom line is I can't do anything with $200 that's going to be effective at marketing your business. $200 is about a consulting fee for most marketers. We're not going to be able to do anything for it that you can't do for yourself. But the goal here, the objective, if you only have $200, you should be investing that into your visibility and engagement, not your sales and conversions. You need to be more visible so that you can bring in more potential clients, more leads, more prospects. So if you only have $200, that should be your objective. And you should be focusing that money on ad spend, pay per clicks. So Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. Look into those types of advertising channels and set up an ad account. If you're not sure where, don't just spend the money for the sake of spending the money. Again, look to your audience. Where is your audience? Because that's where you're going to want to spend your money. If you're still unsure, guys, I am 100% serious on this. Please schedule a free consult call with me. I offer 30-minute free consult calls all the time. This may seem a little bit weird because this is your first little encounter with me in this kind of position, but I do this all the time. I talk to people all the time and I enjoy it because I would rather you know what best to do, even if you're never going to buy my services. I would rather you know. I'd rather let you know what to do rather than have you invest that money poorly into your business and not see a return. So my goal is always going to be for you to have you invest that $200 in a way that is going to bring you at least double that. So you're going to invest $200 this month into your ad spend. Next month, you'll be able to maybe invest $300. But if you're unsure of how to do that, click on the link up in the description and book a call with me. 30 minutes and I'll give you my best tips on where to spend that money if you're not sure, okay? 100% free. There's no pressure in that call whatsoever. I am actually just wanting to help in any way that I can. That is the reason for these videos, and that is the reason that I have rebranded my entire business, because I'm so fucking tired of seeing small businesses and entrepreneurs get fucked around by shitty ass marketers who give them shitty advice, because it happens a lot. So click that button, book a call with me, give me some information about what you're looking for help with. And I am more than happy to sit down for half an hour and have a little chat and help you figure out the best way of taking that $200 and turning it into something tangible in your business. Okay, let's go back to the list of things to avoid. Number 4. Now, again, this one is going to be a little bit hard for you to really wrap your head around, but stay the hell away from anybody who offers you any sort of guarantee. 100% guarantees in terms of clicks or sales or conversions or open rates. And I get it. When we're asking you to invest $3,000 every month into your marketing, you're going to want to have some sort of a guarantee. But what people fail to realize is at the end of your marketing message, there are these wonderful things called people. Real, live people, autonomous people with free will. And I don't know about you, but I cannot guarantee that I can make anybody do anything. So anybody who is guaranteeing that they can get you so many clicks or so many conversions or so many sales, now either they're going to ask you a ridiculous amount of money to do that for you, or they're using unethical black hat methods to do that. So if those things are okay with you, I would like you to do me a favor, stop watching this video right now and go along, because that is not the way I operate, and I don't tolerate that at all. That's the whole reason why I'm here in front of this camera, trying to educate people. So people that guarantee that you're going to have clicks or conversions or sales, they're using unethical methods to do so, if they can even promise you those numbers. I don't know how many times I've had people come to me and say that so-and-so guaranteed them they'd see this and they didn't see it. Because again, these are real live autonomous people that we are talking about, and we can't make them do anything. The best that we can do is estimate a level of intent. So I can estimate that I can probably increase your engagement by X amount. I can probably increase your conversions by X amount. But notice that I am saying estimate and probably. There is no guarantee here. I know it's super tempting to ask for a guarantee, especially if you are investing a significant amount of money, but I promise you, you're just going to be disappointed if anybody actually offers you that guarantee, so it's worthless. What you can do instead is ask your marketer to give you some information on what they've done and the results that they've achieved for their other clients. That will give you a far better indication of whether or not they're going to be successful in marketing your business. I am happy to give anybody my success rates. That's not a problem, but I will never offer you a guarantee. But seeing somebody else's success rates is going to give you a far better indication of how well they can do, what they can do for you, than any fake, false, and blatant lie of a guarantee. Number 5, you need to understand that marketing takes patience and time and testing. Lots and lots of freaking testing. You will be testing and tweaking and testing and tweaking and testing and tweaking that marketing, your marketing messages, your marketing channels, so many times that you're going to have it on autopilot. And if you are outsourcing for your marketing, this is where you're going to spend the most amount of money in man hours, because testing and tweaking takes time. But if you're not testing and tweaking your marketing message, you're failing, because it is a living, breathing machine, because we are talking to living, breathing people, and we're never going to get it right on the first try. So you take a look at your metrics, your open rates, your website visits, your click-through rates, your bounce rates. These are all the metrics that are going to give you the information that you need to tweak your message in the best way possible. Marketing is never, ever, ever a set it and forget it thing. Okay, and my final tip for avoiding a one-size-fits-all strategy is to get to know your marketer. If you're not asking any questions at all and you're just going based on blind faith, this is a you issue. This is a you problem, not a marketing industry problem. You need to be asking questions of your marketer, and you need to be looking at where they have put their marketing efforts before and the types of businesses they've worked with before. If you are hiring a marketer that works exclusively with coaches and consultants and you're a trades business, you're already starting on the wrong foot, because that marketer isn't going to know how to market your business in the best way possible. So do take a look at the other types of businesses that they've worked with in the past to get a feel for whether or not they can do right by your marketing. If you find a marketer that works specifically with people in your industry, then great. They're probably going to be the best person to really understand how to get out to your audience. Alternatively, look for somebody with a more well-rounded portfolio of a variety of different types of businesses, because those people are, even if they've never worked with your industry before, they probably have a really good idea of the grand concepts of marketing. Now, over the last 9 years, I have worked with a variety of different businesses. I've worked with health and wellness companies, with contractors, with real estate agents, with e-commerce, with coaches and consultants, trades businesses, contractors, and a variety of other types of businesses, because I don't like to limit myself, and I constantly want to learn more, and I want to be bringing in more industries so that I can experience that. But when I do that, I do usually do it at a really ridiculously low rate, so that, because it's a learning experience for me, right? And I don't want to be promising anything when I can point blank say that, no, this is a learning experience for me. But not everybody does that. And even still, like, I know that the strategies that I use and that I am very, very well versed in don't work for every business. Like, they simply don't. And it would be arrogant of me to assume otherwise. So if the odd chance that one of these industries that I'm not familiar with and I know that I can't do them service comes to me, the first thing I do is give them a recommendation to somebody else. Because me trying to sign that client, all I'm going to do is give them a shitty fucking marketing strategy that doesn't work for them because I'm not familiar with it. And that's what any good marketer should be doing. They shouldn't just be jumping into your ring and trying to sign you as a client if they have zero experience with your industry. They should be upfront about it by letting you know that they don't have the experience in your industry, or they should be giving you a referral to somebody else. I am really a firm believer that when my clients succeed, I succeed, and I try my best to do right by my clients and get them the results that they pay me for, because when they succeed, I succeed. And I really believe that every business owner should have that philosophy, but marketers especially need to have that philosophy. The bottom line here is that one-size-fits-all strategies never work for every business. Just like one-size-fits-all clothing doesn't work for everybody, one-size-fits-all marketing doesn't fit for every business. So you do want to avoid that. You want to be implementing a custom strategy for your business, whether you're doing that yourself or whether you are hiring somebody to do it for you. You want to make sure that it is individualized for you. Again, if you're unsure how to start, go click that button up there. Schedule a 30-minute consult with me, and I am happy to give you some advice. Free, 100% free, no pressure. Just let me help you. For sure, let me help you. That is my goal. And until next time, guys, we'll see you later.